Taylor, where are you? The wedding's about to start.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot. Today's our wedding, you know. The guests are already here.
What? Wait, what are you talking about?
You've got to hurry up and get to the venue. You know where it is, right? It's our wedding day, and where the hell is the bride? Why isn't she here?
I got married 2 years ago.
What? Taylor, what the hell do you mean by that? You're marrying another guy while I'm right here?
Wait, hold up. You're the one who needs to explain something to me. We've been separated for 3 years now, haven't we?
What? No way, you're kidding!
You can't just forget that. We were together for 5 years, and just when it looked like we were going to get married, you were transferred. So, when you got back, we were supposed to get married, right? But during that transfer, you found another woman. I came to surprise you, only to find you cheating. And we broke up right there on the spot.
Yeah, we broke up, but that was only while I was away, wasn't it? Now that I'm back, we could just get back together. We made a promise, didn't we? You and me, we could still get married like we planned.
What?
I just got back from my transfer. I broke things off with that woman I was with. Now everything's reset. We can start over again. I thought you'd wait for me. That's why I've been planning this wedding.
Why the hell would you think I'd wait for you? I'm never going back to someone who cheated on me.
But we were together for 5 years. You can't just forget all that. Deep down, I know you were waiting for me to come back. You're just hiding it. I get it. I know what you're feeling. It's okay.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember? When I came back, we promised to get married on our anniversary. You even said you wanted to have the wedding here at this venue. Today is our special day, our anniversary.
I already had my wedding here. I've already fulfilled that dream.
Wait, what? What do you mean? You've already...
Yes, I've already had the wedding I wanted. I've already moved on. I'm happy now, Taylor. But thanks to you, I'm feeling miserable all over again.
What do you mean you've moved on? You can't just throw away everything we had. I thought we were gonna start over, you and me.
I don't need someone like you in my life. You're the one who ruined everything. Don't ever contact me again. I don't care about the past. You can keep your promises to yourself.
But what about all we've been through? You're just gonna give up on us like that?
I've already found happiness. You're the one who couldn't keep your promises. I'm done. Don't call me again, and don't ruin this moment for me. Is this some kind of horrible joke? On the day of the wedding, the groom just cancels on us like that. Taylor, how can you be so inconsiderate? Huh? I thought you would make a wonderful wife, but now... I'm so disappointed in you. You completely embarrassed us today, and I'm holding you accountable for this. Wait a minute. Why am I being blamed for this? What? You cancel a wedding and this is how you act? My son Dakota has been waiting 3 whole years to marry you because of his transfer. Because of that, your dream of getting married by the time you were 30 couldn't come true. But to get back at us by canceling the wedding like this is so rude. Wait, what? Are you seriously saying this? You're complaining about not being able to fit into a dress by 30? Doing something so childish and petty like this. You're completely out of line. Please, hold on. I really don't understand what's going on here. What are you talking about? Before waiting 3 years for a wedding, we've already broken up, you know? What? Didn't Dakota tell you anything? He must have told you some half-baked story. Dakota and I broke up 3 years ago. The reason? He was cheating on me with another woman at his work transfer location. We broke up right there, and the very next year, I met my current husband and got married. Why on earth would I be getting married to Dakota today? What? What do you mean? What's going on? You broke up and then got married? Weren't you two long distance all this time? Long distance, you say? Ah, so Dakota must have told you something, huh? Yes, he did. I never heard that you broke up. I thought this was just some selfish cancellation from you. The promise was for you to marry by 30, but it couldn't happen because of work transfers. I thought you were angry and canceled the wedding because of that. No, that's not it at all. In fact, I got a message just recently from my ex who I broke up with 3 years ago. He asked me, why aren't you at the wedding? Do you have any idea how shocking that was? What is going on here? I don't understand what you're saying. I don't think you're lying, but this whole situation is confusing. Well, why don't you just ask Dakota directly? If you want, I can talk to him for you. But I think we should all calm down and take some time to process everything.
Hey, Taylor! You're going to pay for the entire wedding that you ruined! You have to take responsibility for the humiliation you caused me!
Huh? Why in the world would I have to pay for that? You're the one who planned the whole wedding without even asking me.
I thought you'd come! I booked the wedding venue you've always dreamed of for our anniversary, thinking you'd want to be there! But then you didn't show up, and not only that, I find out you've gone off and married someone else? Do you have any idea how much that hurt me? That's why you need to pay for everything to make up for the emotional toll you've caused me!
Stop it! Are you out of your mind? I clearly broke up with you the day I caught you cheating. How could you possibly think I would marry you after what you did?
Well, I thought we could work things out. I didn't believe you'd just end it like that.
And besides, you didn't even try to contact me after that. For 3 years, not a single word. You could have at least contacted me when you came back, saying something like, hey, I'm back from my transfer, or I want to try again, but instead, you ignored me completely. Then you suddenly decide to marry someone else. What kind of logic is that?
Shut up! We were together for 5 years! Even if we didn't speak for 3, we should still be able to pick things up, right? Maybe our hearts are still connected, even if we didn't talk!
Huh? What are you even talking about? How can you think that after all this time, just because we were together for 5 years, things would just magically go back to normal?
Listen, you need to understand my side of things. When I came back from my transfer, everyone, my parents, my coworkers, even my boss, was congratulating me, saying things like, finally, you're gonna marry her, right? Congratulations! I couldn't just turn around and tell them, oh, by the way, we're not together anymore. It would have been too humiliating, so I rushed to contact you, hoping you'd want to get back together. But what would I have done if you rejected me? That would have been an even bigger blow, wouldn't it?
What? So you didn't contact me because you were scared I'd reject you? And instead of having an adult conversation, you thought you could just pretend everything was fine and that I'd show up at your wedding? Do you really think I'd go along with that after everything that happened?
That's not what I'm saying! It wasn't about pretending. I just thought, since we shared so much, maybe there was still a chance. I didn't want to believe that you really meant it when you said it was over. I thought if I didn't say anything, maybe you'd still show up and we could pick up where we left off.
This is insane. You've got to be kidding me. You couldn't even face up to the truth and tell me what you wanted. Now, after everything you've done, you're asking me to take responsibility for your mistakes? You've lost all sense of logic.
Enough with the talk! Words are useless at this point. I've spent $50,000 on this wedding. I even spent $10,000 on the ring for you. You owe me that money, everything that I've spent on this foolish plan of yours.
Don't be so ridiculous. You made all these decisions on your own without even consulting me. And now, after dragging me into this mess, you want to blame me? You're the one who acted without thinking. This is all on you.
Shut up! If you can't pay me back, then just marry me! That way you won't have to worry about paying me back at all. We can solve everything, and you won't have to give me a dime!
What did you just say? You're still talking about getting married to me after everything that's happened? You think that's going to make everything better? You seriously expect me to just forget everything and get back together with you? You've got to be joking.
I'm serious! You don't understand! I've been covering up the truth about us with my family and co-workers, pretending like everything was fine! But if we get married now, no one will ever find out we broke up! We can start fresh like nothing happened!
And you think that's going to fix anything? You want me to marry you just so that you can save face in front of your family and coworkers? You really think that's what I want? Are you out of your mind?
You know what? I was never going to break up with you. The woman I was with during my transfer was just a distraction, nothing more. As soon as I was back, I was gonna break up with her and marry you. But everything got messed up, and you suddenly broke up with me. You're the one who ruined this, not me.
What are you even saying? You think I'm supposed to accept your lies and excuses? You can't just gloss over everything and pretend it never happened.
But here's the deal. If you agree to marry me, I'll forgive you. You can either pay me back the $60,000 you owe me for the wedding, or you can divorce your husband and marry me. You get to choose. But don't make the mistake of thinking you'll just walk away without consequences.
Enough! Enough of this nonsense, you arrogant, foolish son!
Huh? What are you even talking about? Why are you bringing my mom into this?
Because I'm with her right now. I had to hear the full truth about yesterday's cancellation directly from him. You're not going to get away with pretending like everything is fine. You're going to hear the truth from us.
What? You and Taylor are talking? What truth are you talking about?
Everything. All of it. I found out about your disgusting affair while you were on transfer. How could you do that? You've crossed a line that's unforgivable. I raised you better than this, and now I don't even know who you are anymore.
No, Mom, you don't understand. It wasn't like that. It was just a fling. I never intended to break up with Taylor. I was just trying to make things right.
Oh, don't try to lie to me. You thought you could keep playing this game, and now look where it's got you. You were hoping Taylor would just ignore everything, come to your wedding, and pretend nothing happened. How could you possibly think that would work?
It was supposed to be simple. I just didn't want her to say no. I didn't want to hear her tell me she didn't want to be with me anymore. So I thought if I didn't say anything, maybe she'd come back to me.
You should have known better. And after everything, you're still trying to manipulate this situation to your advantage. Well, it's not going to work. You've lost the right to call any of the shots here.
Wait! Just listen! You know how hard this has been? I thought if we could just get back to where we were, everything would be okay. But now look at me. I'm stuck in this mess and I don't know how to fix it.
If you need money that badly, I guess I'll have to help you out. I'll go to your company and ask if you can get an advance on your salary. It's the least I can do for you. Let me help.
What? Are you seriously saying that? No, this is not happening. Don't go to my company. This is embarrassing enough already.
Well, you're the one who made this mess, aren't you? If you can't get the money from me, then it's your company that'll help you out. Don't worry, I'm sure they can work something out for you. You've put yourself in this position, so now you have to deal with the consequences.
Stop! Please, just stop! Don't involve my company! I can't handle this. If they find out about the wedding costs, I'll be fired for sure.
Don't worry. You'll be fine. It's not going to be the end of you. But it's the end of everything for you and me.
Fine. I'll deal with everything myself. Pay the $60,000 on my own. Just please stay away from me. I never want to see you again.
Well, you asked for it. Since you don't want my help, I'll just say this. We're done. No more involvement. Let's never speak again.
Hey, what are you gonna do about this? When I showed up for work this morning, the CEO called me into his office first thing. I had no idea what was going on, and then he starts going off at me. What did you do with our business partner? How could you make things so messy? And who the hell gets married to someone they broke up with? Who does that? I was told that I shouldn't even come into work anymore because apparently I'm such an idiot for being involved in all of this.
First, your mother calls you an idiot for the situation, and now the CEO's calling you one too? Poor you, really. You're getting it from all sides now.
Don't even get me started on the CEO. He was brutal. He said I was so stupid it was like I had some kind of mental illness. I'm not kidding. He literally said that I need to go to the hospital right away and get a brain scan to figure out what's wrong with me.
And what's wrong with that? What's so bad about him expressing concern about your well-being? Isn't that a sign of care? Honestly, I think you should take it seriously. You might want to go see a doctor yourself. It's better to be safe than sorry, right?
Shut the hell up! You think that's kindness? That's not kindness at all! If I go to the doctor and they find something wrong, they're gonna move me to some other department! If they don't find anything, then I'll just be labeled as some crazy person, and they'll send me to some far-off, desolate office where nobody has to deal with me! Either way, it's a complete disaster. There's no escaping it. What am I supposed to do with that?
Oh dear. I can see how much this is upsetting you.
You know, if you had just come to the wedding with me, none of this would have happened. If you had just supported me like you were supposed to, none of this chaos would exist. Do you know how much easier things would have been if you'd just been there? But no, instead, here we are, and it's all your fault! Now what am I supposed to do? Why, of all people, did my ex end up being the business partner? How did everything get so messed up? This whole situation is a nightmare!
I'm not going to do that. This is your mess, your responsibility. This whole thing happened because of your decisions, your actions. And now you want to turn around and make it my problem? You want me to take responsibility for your mistakes? That's just beyond me. If you keep pushing it, I'll just take you to my mom, and we'll talk it through directly. I'm done trying to sort this out with you alone.
You're really serious about this, aren't you? What are you gonna do, bring your family into this mess?
Well, guess what? I've got my own things I need you to take responsibility for. Thanks to your wedding, I've been treated like some emergency no-show, and that's just the beginning of it. On top of that, there are rumors going around about me. Rumors that I was cheating and secretly married someone else without telling anyone. And you want me to just let it slide? You're the one who started those rumors, and now I've got to deal with all the fallout. I want you to own up to that too. All of this is connected to your actions, so now it's time to step up and take responsibility.
Responsibility? What do you want from me? What can I possibly do to fix all of this?
For starters, I'm going to sue you for defamation. That's right. And you can count on me to make sure you pay for the legal fees. Don't think for a second that I'm just going to let this go. You're going to pay for what you've done.
Wait! You're gonna sue me? Are you serious? Are you really taking this to court over everything that's happened? Is that really your plan? I can't even believe this!
It's not a joke, you know. I'm telling you, this whole thing is costing me. My reputation is being dragged through the mud, and it's not just about me anymore. This could even affect my husband, who's an executive at a major company. Do you realize how serious this is? So, if you want to get out of this unscathed, you'd better be ready to take full responsibility for the damage you've caused.
No way. I can't believe this is happening.
We need to sit down and have a real conversation about how we're going to fix this. And not just us. I'm bringing my husband, and we're going to your parents' house to sort this out. I want your mother there to hear both sides. She's the neutral party here, and I'm going to make sure she understands the full scope of this mess.
Wait, you can't bring my parents into this? Things have already gotten so awkward between me and them. You have no idea what it's like right now. My mom hasn't spoken to me in weeks, not even to my dad. It's like I'm invisible to them.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it? I'm not here to worry about your family's issues. I'm here to make sure you understand the seriousness of this situation. I'll be back at your house later, and you'd better be prepared. I'm not backing down. As promised, I went to Dakota's family home with my husband. When the meeting began, Dakota's boss was present as well. The moment the discussion started, both Dakota and his boss bowed deeply in apology. It was clear from their expressions that they were both in a state of deep regret. Dakota, visibly shaken, was informed by his boss that he was being terminated on the spot. His boss, with an air of finality, stated, "This person has no further connection to us. He is no longer part of this company." Dakota's boss continued, "You are free to pursue legal action if you wish, but I ask that you please keep your dealings with us in the future separate from any personal issues." The boss then made a plea to us saying, "Please let our future business dealings remain unaffected." Dakota's parents, standing by, were equally quick to disown him. "We too will sever all ties with this fool," they declared, their voices filled with frustration. "Feel free to pursue any compensation you wish from him." It was almost as if they were relieved to wash their hands of him, and they appeared to want nothing more to do with him either. I could see that Dakota's parents were completely embarrassed and distraught, but it was clear that they had no intention of supporting him any longer. As the weight of their words hit him, Dakota's demeanor crumbled. His face turned pale, and he began to break down in tears. He was finally realizing the full extent of what he had done. The tears flowed freely as he wept in front of us, the guilt and shame overwhelming him. Seeing him like this, I didn't feel any satisfaction or pleasure. There was no sense of victory in watching him suffer. However, it was important for him to realize the consequences of his actions. Pain and remorse in his eyes were, in a way, the outcome we had all been waiting for, an acknowledgement that the consequences were deserved and unavoidable. Despite the emotional scene unfolding before us, I could not back down from what had to be done. We had to secure compensation for the damage he had caused, both to me and to the people who had been affected by his betrayal. This wasn't about revenge, it was about justice and moving forward. After the emotional exchange, Dakota, unable to avoid his responsibilities, agreed to pay a settlement of $20,000 as a form of compensation, on the condition that we would not pursue a lawsuit. The amount was modest compared to the emotional toll, but it was a necessary step in this process. With the money on the table, we both agreed to put an end to the legal proceedings. As we finalized the agreement, Dakota's parents, seemingly exhausted by the ordeal, reiterated their disapproval and informed him that he was no longer welcome at their home. He had been expelled from his family's household, a consequence that had long been a possibility, but was now a reality. They had no sympathy left for him, and their words were harsh. He was now on his own, with nowhere to turn for support. Leaving the house that day, Dakota had no place to go. His parents had disowned him, his career was destroyed, and he had no home. Reports from people who had seen him afterward indicated that Dakota had ended up homeless, living in a park and desperately searching for any kind of work to survive. He was far from the confident, arrogant man he once was. Now, he was reduced to someone struggling to rebuild a life from the ground up. In some ways, I felt sorry for him. To be homeless, alone, and without anyone to help him must have been an unbearable experience. But, in another way, this was the reality he had brought upon himself. He had made choices that led him down this path, and no one could save him from the consequences. As I left Dakota's family home, I reflected on the events that had brought us to this point. The pain, the betrayal, and the hurt were all things I would never forget. But in the end, I felt a sense of relief. The truth had come out and justice had been served. I was finally free from the weight of his actions, and I could look forward to a future that no longer had him in it. In the months that followed, I heard rumors that Dakota was still struggling to get back on his feet. He had reached out to a few acquaintances, hoping for work or a place to stay, but his reputation had already been tarnished beyond repair. People were unwilling to take him in, and the few opportunities that came his way quickly slipped through his fingers. As for me, I was moving forward with my life. My husband and I had found a new sense of peace in our relationship, and the scars from the past were slowly beginning to heal. The ordeal had been difficult, but it had also taught me valuable lessons about resilience, strength, and the importance of standing up for what was right. In the end, Dakota's life had taken a dramatic turn. He had lost everything he once held dear, but as for me, I was determined to move forward, embracing a future full of possibilities and leaving behind the pain and betrayal that had once defined my life.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.